All right, so this movie, will it be the 5th Oscar slot to get Angelina Jolie nominated? Let's ask Maria. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Maria. So it's about pretty simple premise. This is the tragic story of the life of the world's greatest female opera singer, reimagined during her final days in 1970s Paris. So did you hear that? It is a reimagined and relived during her final days. So as a person who knows nothing about opera or about Maria, that, I can't sing. To me, the closest thing I've done to opera is a Cirque du Soleil, and I fell asleep. So there's no way, I'm gonna go to opera or ballet. I would fall asleep. Okay, but this movie, I don't know. It just didn't click for me. Yes, did the 2 hours go by pretty simplistically and okay, this is a movie. This is a movie. It absolutely did that. It looked fascinating, just like his other movies with Spencer and Jackie. So there's nothing wrong with the look of the film. There's nothing wrong with Angelina Jolie's acting. There's nothing wrong with Kodi Smit-McPhee's acting. There's nothing wrong with the butler or the maid's acting whatsoever. Like I said, the look is fantastic. It doesn't look like a lot of post-production stuff was occurring. And you do get, even though it's retelling some of her last days, we do get some timeline shifts of how she met this Argentina oligarch billionaire who her husband is, as well as going even back in time with her mother and sister's relationship. It's way too surface level for me, because yes, while we're getting all this information, it really tells me nothing about this character. Because for me, as a person, like I said, that knows nothing about opera, knows nothing about this Marie character, I learned nothing about this Marie character. Yes, I learned that she is an opera singer. I learned that when she was younger, she was given off by her mother to some Nazis. I know she has a strained relationship with that. I know that her husband is older than her and doesn't like opera. I know that this Argentinian guy wanted her to go on a cruise. Like I said, you get these little snippets of her life, but it never really pushes the story forward. You could say Maestro, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Maestro, at least Bradley Cooper gave me information of oh, this is who this guy was. Here is some information of how he was bisexual and things like that. Here, you get her getting angry at reporters that she isn't as great as she was, or why there was a falling out, or things like that. Sure, you get that she's very protective about herself and how she doesn't listen to her records because she thinks she's perfect, and she's not perfect anymore. You're not supposed to listen to perfect, things like that, which kind of proves that it feels like she has a hubris attitude about herself, where she thinks she's hot shit. She knows she's hot shit, and she just refuses to let that down. So I understand that, but the biggest problem with Maria is the story of a normie going into this movie ain't gonna get jack shit from it, because you don't get jack shit. And also you have the Kodi Smit-McPhee's character, who is trying to make a doc, but I'm a little confused about that, because he kind of dusts in the wind at the very end while he's in a kitchen. So I don't know if that is he a figment of her imagination at that point, because of her going crazy with the meds, because the butler's trying to say, hey, you don't need the meds, let's throw away the meds because something's wrong with your blood and liver. But then she's getting meds from her sister, and her sister's I don't want to be a part of this anymore. So there's a lot of different aspects when it comes to the storytelling, where it's okay, interesting, but like I said, I'm not getting new information. I'm not getting information where I want to be oh, who is this Marie character? Where did her life go? Because the writing was just so cookie cutter that I was just disappointed with what I saw on screen. However, Angelina Jolie does a good job. Kodi Smit-McPhee does a good job. The director, always has the craft of like how the storytelling is, and I was intrigued by how he did it in 3 acts, and I actually enjoyed that style. But I learned nothing. I gained nothing from this character. And at a point, I'm like, why should I care who this Maria girl is? So Marie will receive a 3 out of 5 with Futons. It goes at 60%. Let's see what the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics, a 75% with 162 of them. Audience score 66 with 500. Critic consensus. Angelina Jolie unreals new heights within her emotional register in Pablo Larraín's Marie, keeping this tragic biopic compelling even with its theatrics go off key. I mean, yeah, this sporadic bombasticness of her like yelling at people and then just going crazy, and then when she does it, but when her butler tries to do it, she's like, no, don't do it. I don't know. As a movie, yeah. 60, 66, 75. Chase Scott here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing, Futontopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I don't care about this take tomorrow, week from, month, or year from. Over to freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And Ave Maria!